Here's the unique thing about I literally just told you. We have people writing questions live as the show unfolds. We have Maggie and Emmy. They're intelligent, they're lovely, and they're here to make our 4 contestants' lives difficult. Tell us a little bit about what you do on the show.
So we write questions live about what's just happened on the show.
We want to throw some facts and figures in, things that are totally irrelevant, that they might pick up on and think is going to be a question.
OK. Emmy and Maggie will be setting memory questions until the final round. But first, we need to get some money in the bank, so let's kick off with the moneymaker. Change the lights. You get 5 general knowledge questions each. Al, your first 3 answers are dead, alive, fictional. First question. Atticus Finch.
Fictional.
Former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, John Major.
Alive.
OK, so John Major is alive at the time of recording. Manuel from Fawlty Towers, dead, alive, fictional.
Dead.
You think he's dead? Manuel from Fawlty Towers.
I've said the wrong answer, haven't I? I'm thinking of the actor, you're thinking of the character. It should have been fictional, but I've said it now, haven't I?
I mean, you're basically hosting this as well now. You're quite good at elements of this show, but not the right element. Okay. You're funny and charming, but not getting the questions right. Let's have a look and see if you're right. He's fictional, Manuel.
Need to think about that one, really, didn't you?
Yeah. He's not really from Barcelona.
No.
Andrew Sachs.
Dead.
He's dead. Erin Brockovich.
Fictional.
She's alive. She's like played by Julia Roberts in the film. And you banked £750. OK, Al, so you're the town crier. That's like what Facebook was for the 1820s.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What do you give people news about?
Birthdays, anniversaries, gender reveals.
Gender reveals?
All sorts.
I'm thinking of having a gender reveal soon, but I'm going to wait until I'm 50. Miranda, let's see your answers. It can only be one of these 3. It's going to be M&S, Tesco's, Sainsbury's. Got criticised for releasing this LGBT sandwich.
Sainsbury's.
It was M&S. Yes. Should have been LGBTQ+.
It was lettuce, guacamole, bacon and tomato. But you could have added, I don't know, some quince.
Well, what would the plus be?
Plus...
Seasoning.
Founded by a Polish immigrant and a Yorkshire cashier.
M&S.
You are right. Unique amongst these 3, and unique amongst almost everyone in Britain, in that it doesn't have its own podcast.
Tesco's.
It is Tesco's. Let's keep that going for Tesco's, but not having a podcast. Thank you, Tesco's. OK, next one. This is the inside of their Herne Hill branch in South East London.
Sainsbury's.
You are right. Name dropped in Chaz and Dave's song Rabbit.
Got more rabbit than Sainsbury's.
Miranda got £1,250. Nice. Now, Miranda, how long have you been running this bar?
I've been there 3 years.
Best-selling drink? What do you sell the most of?
I have over 100 gins.
Do they not taste exactly the same?
No. After about 6, maybe.
What's the pub called?
Live and let live.
What if there's a violent incident? Oof. You could then call it Live and Let Die. That would be
Could do.
Great. Hi, Eamon. Well, how come you're in here?
I was just passing. I was in the building.
What are you doing the weekend? What are you up to?
What, just going to M&S, Tesco and Sainsbury, really, just the usual.
Do you still shop on a Saturday?
Yeah. Me and Mrs Holmes would often head out and argue in the aisles, yeah. I would get all the essential stuff, like the confectionery and crisps.
Where did you start again? You was...
Belfast, October 1980, as a farming reporter.
And that's presumably the toughest thing to make exciting. We'll be back in 6 months with an update on the grain. Eamon Holmes, everyone. Amira, here's your 3 answers. Meghan Markle, Michelle Obama, Melania Trump. You got a favourite out of those?
Yeah, Meghan.
Yeah, I like a bit of Meghan, yeah. Was a model on Deal or No Deal, but not the one with Noel Edmonds.
Meghan.
You know, the American version of Deal or No Deal was really glamorous, and they had all the boxes were brought in by models who sort of opened them up.
Can you guess what number briefcase she did have?
I'm going to say 12.
She was number 24.
OK. Is that going to be a question later on? I guess it could be. Wrote a 169-word kids' book that the Irish Times called awful.
Meghan Markle?
We're absolutely right.
On Amazon at the moment, that book has 4.5 stars out of 5.
I know you do the Sky at Night and you try and work stars into everything, but really that's a crowbar there. How many stars are there in the known galaxy?
Ooh, about 300 billion, approximately.
Right, so 4.5, not that many. Her father was the lighting director on the 1980s US sitcom Married with Children.
Melania?
It's Meghan Markle.
Should have known that.
The Hollywood star, probably Dad was in some... OK, anyway,
Well, she
next
doesn't
one.
get along with her dad.
She doesn't get along with her dad now. I think she used to. I tell you what, at least she's never sexted him. Anuj, do you need to message anyone? We can get a message to anyone.
I'm good, thank you.
OK. Grew up in a one-bedroom apartment with older brother Craig.
Michelle?
I'm afraid you were out of time on that. It was Michelle Obama. Last one. Wore this stupid coat.
Melania?
Famously, yes. At the end of that, Amira, you banked £1,000. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 24 years old and I'm a postwoman from Watford.
What time do you get up in the morning?
4, 5?
4 or 5?
Sometimes I start later, sometimes I start earlier, because I'm a reserve.
You're a reserve? I
Yes.
didn't realise it was a reserve. It sounds like the military now.
So I don't have my own walk. Each area is called a walk.
And what, so you don't have a regular one, you're just like...
I'm not the
filling
regular
in.
postie. I'm the one that's all... Everyone's coming to me saying, where's our postie? Where's our postie? And I'm just like, oh, you'll be back next week.
OK, you've got a catchphrase. OK, Anuj. Great British Bake Off, Gogglebox, Naked Attraction. Yeah, I'd be very happy to watch Mary Berry on 2 of those shows. Just I wouldn't be interested in seeing her on Gogglebox. Originally narrated by Carolina Hearn.
Is that Great British Bake Off?
It's Gogglebox. Broadcast first.
Naked Attraction?
It was the Great British Bake Off. When was it first broadcast?
17th of August, 2010.
I knew it was the 17th of August. I couldn't remember which year. Has a Slovenian version entitled God, Please Don't Let the TV Die.
Gogglebox?
Gogglebox. The Daily Star claimed they maintain a cold studio to prevent unwanted erections.
Naked Attraction.
You did nearly give your dad an unwanted erection once. But this is your last question. In 2018, the UN Human Rights Chief said he watched this show to forget the world's problems.
Gogglebox?
He watched Bake Off because everyone's so nice on it. The judges are nice, the contestants are nice, everyone's nice. Anuj, all I know about you is you sexted your father by mistake. Tell me more.
So I was talking to a girl who had the same... Her name began with the same first 2 letters as my dad's name. So, yeah, I accidentally sent it to my dad.
And what was the content of the text?
Probably not something I can say on TV.
Was it a picture of little Anuj?
Oh, no, it was just text, no pictures.
And what did your dad come back with then?
Luckily, I still lived with my parents at the time, so I managed to get to his phone before he saw it.
That's like cutting the wires on a bomb before it explodes. That's incredible.
Yes.
And at the end of that, let's see how much money you've all banked. Miranda, you've got £1,250. You're in the lead currently. Amira, you've got £1,000. Alan, £750. And Anuj, £750. Who's your first 3 answers, Ashley? Dead, alive, fictional.
I will take dead, please. Am I allowed to take dead?
No, but I love the fact you did. I love the fact you went for dead. The answer's going to be those 3 things.
Oh, OK, sorry.
First question. Neil Armstrong.
Alive.
I can tell you he is, in fact...
Oh, well, I can't continue. It's terrible news.
Maggie, you host the Sky at Night. You must know something about Neil Armstrong.
Oh, Maggie! For God's sake, I watched you all the time. That's so embarrassing.
You just didn't expect me to be here, did you?
No!
OK, so we have our first BAFTA-winning actress award.
The interesting thing about Neil Armstrong is that when he landed on the moon in front of a fifth of the world's population, he was actually wearing underwear made by the lingerie company Playtex. And he described it as reliable and even cuddly.
Did he have, what's it called? Is it gynecomastia? What's it called when men get moobs?
No.
Have a Google, Amy. You know a bunch of stuff.
Go private browsing before you do that, though.
Gynecomastia or
Gynecomastia.
moobs?
Or moobs. Moobs is easier. Let's go with moobs.
Better.
All right, next question. 3-time World Snooker Championship winner, Jimmy Taylor.
Dead.
You think he's dead?
I hope so.
He's fictional.
Oh, what?
1984 Masters winning snooker player, Jimmy White.
Dead, Jimmy.
Is Jimmy White dead? Let's take a look.
Oh, God. Well, that's a real disappointment.
Jimmy White, if you're watching this, despite your best efforts in the 80s, you are still alive.
He was the first left-handed player to win. Other famous left-handed people include Leonardo da Vinci, Marie Curie, and Drew Barrymore.
Thanks, Amy. Next question. Mr. Motivator.
Oh, alive. So alive. And it just shows you exercise pays off. Alive.
Let's find out.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm definitely alive. Certainly, at the time of recording.
Even he knows he's not got long. Was he on your show?
Yeah, I used to work out with him. You know how he used to always wear a wee bum bag above his... We had to do that because early in the morning you could see everything through that lycra. So we had to put a little bum bag on him.
To cover his...
Yes.
His motivator.
His motivator.
OK, your last question for £250. Bonnie, the Blue Peter dog.
Dead. Didn't grow up with Blue Peter.
Oh!
Yeah!
At the end of that, I think you banked £750.
But lost the respect.
Asim, let's see your 3 answers. Dua Lipa, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift. She's got new rules. She counts them.
Dua Lipa.
Let's have a look and see if you're right.
Dua Lipa is actually her real name.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's not a stage name.
Dua is actually Arabic for prayer, because she's Muslim, right? She's Albanian Muslim?
I believe Albanian, yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing the facts tonight.
Yes. And actually, her father was in a really popular Albanian rock band called Oda.
It can't be Oda, can it?
Oda?
What are we going to call the band? Oda. Yeah, we should do something about that, but yeah, the name. Next question. Think she came from nothing, do you? Think again, her father worked for Merrill Lynch.
It sounds like Miley Cyrus.
So you're saying Billy Ray Cyrus, the guy that sung Achy Breaky Heart, worked for Merrill Lynch? It's Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Was in the dreadful movie Cats.
OK, yeah, I know this. I've seen it. Taylor Swift.
Did you see the whole way through Cats?
I did. I did.
Well done. Let's see if you're right. You are. OK, what else we got? In the process of re-recording her entire back catalogue to stick it to the man.
Taylor Swift.
£250. OK, last question for you, Asim. Okay. The only one to be divorced from the actor who played Josh in Neighbours.
Miley Cyrus. Oh, no, that's not right.
Is that a guess?
Yeah, no idea. I've never seen Neighbours, but Josh better be a 10 out of 10.
He is, yeah.
Is he?
It's Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Oh, literally Thor.
No, Thor is Chris Hemsworth, isn't it? Yes.
Oh.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Yeah.
Liam Hemsworth is Josh in Neighbours.
Wow, that's such a...
Thor's brother is Loki.
Yes.
And then Chris Pine.
Chris Pine is just fabulous. I can't. Oh.
Do you get lost in his eyes, Jimmy?
I did get a bit lost in his eyes.
He is gorgeous.
Hell or High Water. Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh, it's an incredible... I couldn't recommend it highly enough. Hell or High Water with Chris Pine.
Hell or High Water, Chris Pine. I will remember that because you literally just told me.
Well, we got the trailer. OK, let's see if you're right. Well, hell of a guess. Hell of a guess. At the end of that, Asim, you've banked £1,250.
Wow.
Pretty good. OK, Lorraine, let's see your 3 answers. 1, 2, 3. This is the poster for the first rather good Quiet Place movie. How many Quiet Place sequels have there been?
1. Same one.
Let's see if you're right. The right answer.
That was a really good film.
There were 3 little pigs, but how many brothers were there in Hanson?
3? I'm going to say...
Let's have a look and see if you're right. OK. Not how many Godfather films are there, but how many should there have been made? Which is how many there are minus 1.
I think 2 should have been made. Minus 1 is 1. It was 2.
The third one was dog shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was the worst ever. OK.
How many times Tony Blair was leader of the Labour Party?
1.
Let's see if you're right. Yeah, cool. This is your last one.
Oh, jeez.
The number in the name of the TV channel we're on right now, times 2, minus 5.
3.
OK. At the end of that, Lorraine, you've banked £1,250. OK, Alex, let's see your 3 answers. W.H. Smith, accessorise, West Cornwall, Pasty Co.
Wow.
It's your specialist subject.
Always have.
David Cameron claimed he'd used a branch in Leeds, but it had closed 2 years earlier.
West Cornwall Pasty Company.
Why would he lie about a thing like that?
You don't know him like I know him.
100% right. Of course. Yeah. Voted worst high street shop in a 2018 which survey?
Accessorise.
W.H. Smith.
No way.
Next question for £250. Voted worst high street shop in a 2019 which survey?
Was it the same people? If so, W.H. Smith.
Let's see if you're right. You are right.
Wow.
Has the second highest number of branches of the 3, and the complaints line ends in 3052.
It's got to be accessorise. Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be 3052, wouldn't it? It'd be 3.
Only one that doesn't have a store open 24 hours.
Accessorise?
OK, let's see if you're right. That is the right answer. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. In first place, Asim, £1,250. In second place, Lorraine, with exactly the same amount of money. In third place, possibly with the same amount of money. Yeah, it's Alex with £1,250. Aisling, you have £750.
No, don't clap. I don't need your pity.
Eddie, what would you do with the money if you win?
I've always said if I got a bit of money, I'd buy my mum a Mini Cooper. It's a car she's always points at them in the street and has always wanted one.
Let's take a look at a picture of you. Oh, wow. That looks fantastic. So playing the bass there.
Yeah, I've got a little band called Panda Car.
Panda Car?
Panda Car!
Chese, what would you spend the money on?
I would spend it on, like, a world trip.
Let's take a look at a picture of you.
Oh. Yeah, that's me and my wife on our wedding day.
So where did you get married?
We got married in Alexandra Palace.
That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
Proper London wedding.
Yeah.
Love it. OK, Louise, what would you spend the money on?
I'd like to go diving with sharks.
I thought that was a joke. What is it you really don't like about legs? Let's have a look at a picture of you. Oh. I didn't realise you were like a drug person. What's going on here?
One of my favourite programmes when I was younger was Butter Moon and we're Mr and Mrs Spoon.
On what occasion?
It was my husband's 30th.
Amazing. OK, good luck, everyone. You remember the 1970s, when it was OK for a creepy man in tights to spend all day watching little kids crossing the road?
Hi there. Uh-oh, this looks dangerous. Will they see that car? Think I better have a word with those two. That wasn't very clever, was it? If you'd been looking and listening all the way across, that wouldn't have happened. That's better. Remember, always use the Green Cross code, because I won't be there when you cross the road.
OK. Well, things are really ramping up now. It's time for our next memory round. At the end of it, 2 of you are going to go head-to-head in the finale, and 1 of you is going home with nothing. So this is crucial. Questions are now worth £1,000 each. It's time to play I Literally Just Told You. Eddie, I've grown to love you. Over the course of this show. For £1,000. Louise told us how much she adores the work of Mr. and Mrs. Spoon. But what TV show did they appear on?
I've never seen it, but I remember the name because it rhymes with Mr. and Mrs. Spoon. Button Moon?
For £1,000, are you right? You are right. It is button moon.
Oh, my God.
Cheze, you need this.
I kind of do.
Eddie plays the bass guitar, but what is his band called?
See, I actually remember this very clearly because it was such a unique name. Panda Car.
Saying Panda Car.
Yeah.
I've got to take that answer. Yeah, Panda Car. Yeah, I was just, I was doing the game show host thing where you fuck with people. Louise, for £1,000.
And they both got it right.
They both got it right, yes. So you need to get this. You might have thought EastEnders Natalie Cassidy was lost, but it was part of the game. What colour coat was she wearing?
Gonna go with the first thing that's come into my head again. Blue.
It's green. Eddie, here's your second question for £1,000. Craig Revel Horwood was watching 3 movies about dance in our cinema. They were The Red Shoes, Black Swan, and what else?
It immediately came to my head because that's one of the facts I was desperately trying to remember, because I knew I had to remember something. Flashdance.
What a feeling it will be if you've got this right. Flashdance. Cheze, we all enjoyed seeing Louise's picture, but can you spot what we've changed since you saw it last?
The helmet head ornament have changed.
We swapped those big heads.
All right.
That's the right answer for £1,000. You just got to pay attention. That's what this game's all about. You paid attention. Louise, you now need this.
I know, I do.
At what venue did Cheze, in his questionable red shirt, get married to his beautiful wife?
Alexandra Palace.
£1,000. Eddie. In the film, what colour was the car that almost crushed those 2 children?
Oh, now. There was a lot of colour in that film. I think it was a green car.
You think a green car nearly crushed 2 children?
It nearly did it. Oh! Woohoo!
It's blue. How are you feeling now?
Blue.
Cheze.
Yes.
Can you do this? Let's see. Louise called Stan the runner Emily. When she saw Stan was male, she guessed again. What was the wrong male name she guessed?
I remember this because this is the same name that came to my head when I first saw her question. Dave.
If you're right, we're going to pay to have his name changed to. Let's have a look. Dave is the right answer. From here on, you're called Dave.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad you brought that up again.
That leaves you vulnerable.
It does.
So for £1,000, tell me this. What type of car would kind-hearted Eddie buy his mum if he wins tonight?
Mini Cooper.
Sounds like you really know that. That sounded very...
I don't think he gave a specific model, but I remember it being a Mini Cooper.
You're absolutely right.
Clapping myself.
OK, so you got one more question each, and then one of you is going home. I'm going to double the money. It's £2,000 a question. Ooh. Just tell me this. I told you I was the same age as Eminem. How old am I?
I don't know whether to try and be polite or go with what I think it actually is. Are you 48 years old?
You think I'm 48?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
For £2,000.
2K.
Let's see if you're right. Let's see if I am 48.
You're looking well.
Thank you very much indeed. Maggie, Emmy, can we fact check that? Am I in fact 48? Because it doesn't seem, viewers at home will be thinking, well, he fucking can't be. It's magnificent.
We spoke to your mum. She confirmed it.
What do you do, a séance? Cheze, for £2,000.
Okay.
You're vulnerable here. You've got to get this.
All right.
Okay. Recreate the moves from my memorable TikTok dance from our fake ad break. What a question at this time. Now, you only get one performance at this.
All right.
Okay.
Clap, clap. Slap, slap. Wiggle, wiggle. Point. You know it's Thursday.
So you think I win? Clap, clap. Slap, slap. Wiggle, wiggle. It's Thursday.
You know it's Thursday.
£2,000. That's the right answer. Louise, you have to get this for £2,000 to stay in the game. You've been great so far.
I haven't been this stressed since before I was waiting to have my leg amputated.
Okay. How often you hear that? It wasn't amputated, it was eaten by a shark. Okay, Louise, for £2,000. Where do I, Jimmy Carr, come on the list of famous Jimmy's birthdays according to Emmy?
Oh, no.
Top of the list.
It's 12. One of you's going home. Let's find out who's going to be. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Oh, Louise, I feel terrible. You played so well all the way through, just at the end there. Just the last question. You would have been just ahead.
You're not going to make me carry my stool, are you?
I'm not going to make you carry your stool. I'll at least help you with the stool. Thank you so much for coming. Give it up for Louise. Thank you so much. Very good of you. Emma, your first three answers are Nando's, McDonald's, KFC. Got a favourite?
Go for Nando's.
What spice are you? And be aware, I'm judging you on this.
Medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
Medium?
Yeah.
Lemon and herb till I die. Okay, so you've got 5 questions on each. Each one is worth £250.
Okay.
Abandoned their more than 60-year-old catchphrase due to COVID.
KFC.
What was KFC's catchphrase?
Finger looking good.
Why would they abandon that during COVID?
Because you're not allowed to lick your fingers.
You are right. Of course you're right. Of course you're right. Said to be the world's biggest toy distributor.
McDonald's.
You're absolutely right. Of course so.
So one of the most collectible McDonald's toys is the Ty's Teeny Beanie Boos. They were released in 2000, and the full set of toys have been known to go for £300+.
They were released in 2000?
In 2000.
So were you?
Yeah, and I go for a similar amount, actually.
Isn't there like some weird fact about McDonald's that there's only 4 shapes of nuggets?
No, the shapes of nuggets are bone, boot, ball, and bell.
Next question. Gives already rich celebrities, like me, Jimmy Carr, a black card, meaning we don't have to pay for their already inexpensive food.
Nando's.
Yeah, Nando's. OK, next question. Before he arrogantly went to space with his brother Mark, Jeff Bezos worked where?
McDonald's? I don't know.
You think Jeff Bezos,
See
the
him
world's richest man,
Yeah.
think he was on like minimum wage, £13 an hour, working the fryer? Yes.
So I'm still in shock that you think £13 an hour is minimum wage.
What is? I mean, I'm not trading.
£13 an hour.
Well, I'm going to let those kids out the basement. All right, last question for you. £250 if you get this right. When half of their 900 stores were temporarily closed in 2018, the Met Police had to tell the public to stop calling 999.
I reckon that's KFC.
At the end of that, Emma, you've banked £1,250. Emma, you drive a tube train.
I do.
Do you need a good memory in your job?
You do, yeah.
Do you? Because, I mean, the train's on tracks.
It is on the track.
It's on a track. You can't get lost, can you?
No, you
I'll take
can't.
the wrong turn. No, you haven't. It's on tracks.
Yeah, you just have to stop when you're meant to stop.
You have to remember to stop.
Yeah.
Thank God you're here.
I know.
OK, it's wonderful to have you here. Very best of luck tonight. Michael, your three answers are... Damien Hirst drew it, Tracy Emin drew it, Emmy drew it this morning. First one. Who drew that?
I'll say Damien Hirst.
You think that's a Damien Hirst?
Oh, OK.
Emmy drew it this morning.
Very good.
It looks quite Tracy Emin.
Thank you. Yeah.
OK, here we go. Who drew that?
Emmy.
It's a Damien Hirst little sketch of a shark. He famously put a shark in formaldehyde.
Oh, OK.
And it's called The Impossibility of Death in the Eyes of the Living.
Oh.
I wonder if that's going to come up later. OK, who drew it?
Emmy. Oh.
Who's your favourite artist, Michael?
Emmy.
Next one. Who drew it?
I'd say Tracy.
That's classic Tracy, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
On the upside, it's more affordable. OK, what else we got? Who drew it?
Tracy Emin.
Emmy drew it this morning.
OK.
At the end of that, Michael, you've banked nothing. Where are you from? What do you do?
So I'm from Chelmsford. By day, I'm a commercial director. By night, I'm an ice cream van driver.
You very nearly said, I'm an ice cream van. You really...
Yeah,
My girlfriend calls me Mr. Softy. So you're an ice cream van in the evenings?
Yes.
OK. Famously, children go to bed early.
They don't. People think that, but we do deliveries. So, you know, when they've had their dinner, they want a dessert, they get Mr. Whippy in.
So people still buying the classic lollies?
Yeah, the cherry brandies, the apple cider, the kids that want to get drunk and stuff like that.
I think it's nice. I imagine that's a fun job, isn't it?
When the sun's out. And then some mums...
The sun's not out, it's night time.
I know. In the summer.
You do it in night time?
In the summer.
Oh, when the sun's out at night. That never happens.
It's funny.
You're thinking of the day.
It's funny, because when I'm at the children's school doing ice creams, the mums look at me like with evil eyes. They think, what are you here for?
It's not often you get someone on a quiz show that goes, people think I'm a pedo. I like my job. Wow, Michael. Very best of luck tonight.
Thanks, pal.
I'm liking everyone this evening. Noel. You've seen how it's not done.
Try not to repeat that.
26, 27, 28.
OK.
When Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix and Kurt Cobain died, they were all...
27.
Well, you were very confident on that. Great start. The FIFA World Cup takes place in the US, Canada and Mexico in 20 what?
26.
26, you're saying? You are right. Number of days February hits when it's not a leap year.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the Earth goes around the sun and it takes 365.25 days. And so every fourth year we add the quarters up and so we get an extra day and that's why we get the leap day.
Thanks, Maggie. 8 plus 9 plus 10. Quick.
27.
You're in the 27 club, Noel. Maggie, did you know that one?
I did. But I wanted to tell you about...
I can't believe you even dignified that with an answer. You've got a PhD. 5 days before New Year's Eve is the what of December?
28.
New Year's Eve? What date is that?
No.
Famously, that's the 31st. Now, in your defence, those days do drag. Now, let's see if you're right, you're not. 26. I've got good news. At the end of that, you banked £1,000. So you're in a covers band doing Boney M. Now, what else do you do other than sing?
I write.
What's the best lyric you ever wrote?
I wrote a song ages ago about, like, a relationship. So it was like, if you're happy with this person, go and eat the wedding cake. So basically, it's like about a breakup. So, like, the wedding cake was like a metaphor.
Does that make any sense at all?
No, not now that I'm thinking about it.
So the wedding cake... OK, well, very best of luck tonight, Noel.
Thank you very much.
Zoe, here's your answers. A 1994 headline, a 2004 headline, a 2014 headline. First woman priests ordained.
2014 headline.
It was 1994. I admire your... I don't agree with your position, but I admire your position of saying, hopefully, definitely, we should have staved that off for another 20 years. Next one. Gay marriage legalised.
A 2014 headline.
2014. Bush wins second term.
2004 headline.
Absolutely right. My favourite Bush quote, because he sort of used to say a lot of stupid things. He said things like, the French don't have a word for entrepreneur. OK, next one. Harold Shipman found dead in cell.
A 2004 headline.
A 2004 headline. And you,
no.
You knew that Harold Shipman's dead, yeah?
Yeah, I know that. Ask me who he is.
All right. Who's Harold Shipman?
No idea. I know he's dead.
You know he's dead, but you've no idea who he is?
I'm not sure.
OK. He was a doctor, and he killed a lot of old people, including himself. OK, last one. UKIP councillor blames storms on gay marriage.
A
quick
2014 headline.
2014, you're saying, let's see if you're right. You are right.
Hey.
Wow. Zoe, let's take a look at a picture of you.
Oh.
It's a massive ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on there?
Oh, it was July 4th day at work.
OK. Now, you were in Trainspotting, which is one of my all-time top 3 movies. Tell me what scene you're in.
So I had the pleasure of taking a pill from Sick Boy's tongue in the club scene.
Wow.
I actually auditioned for the part of Diane, which was Kelly MacDonald's part.
Yeah.
It was down to just us two.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool. No,
it's not. It's murder, Jimmy. She's got my life. Turn on, you know, like...
Line of Duty and go, that should be me.
No, like No Country for Old Men or, you know, Boardwalk Empire, and I'm like...
Well, let's have a look at how much money you've all banked at the end of that. Amma and Zoe have £1,250 each. Next up, we have Noelle on £1,000, just a little bit behind. And Michael, you have nothing. We had to find a new graphic to do that. Come back to the final part of I Literally Just Told You. This is it. You're about to go head-to-head, and one of you is about to win a huge amount of money. Rachel, you've banked £6,250. Kerry, you've banked £5,750. But here's the thing. Whoever wins this round won't just walk away with their money, they'll also get their opponent's money.
It's pretty harsh.
OK. So tonight, you're playing for a grand total of £12,000.
Good amount.
12 grand. Now, you know this is a penalty shootout format. One of you gets nothing. Our writer's work is now done. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Maggie. During the break, Rachel and Kerry chose questions themselves based on anything and everything that's happened over the course of this evening. Rachel, what would winning this money mean to you?
It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. It would mean that I'd go home and probably get a good pat on the back.
Who's at home?
My wonderful partner, Catherine. Hi, babe.
Would you get rid of Pam and get a new van?
I would definitely get a new van. I might keep Pam, might get another apprentice and pay it forward.
Kerry, do you think you can tactically find questions that will catch her out?
I've listened to the questions that she's been getting wrong, and I've picked questions that I think she won't excel in.
Let's play I Literally Just Told You. OK, so you'll be asking each other 3 questions. Rachel, set Kerry her first question.
How much caffeine did Emmy say was in an iron brew?
I think... So this was the story about the Queen. I think the answer might be 3 grams?
Is that correct, Rachel?
The answer is 30 milligrams.
Oh. Damn it.
So,
That was a 3.
not even close. Ask her a question.
Jimmy mentioned the song What's Another Year and its performer. What was that performer's name?
Was it Tommy Cooper?
Is that the correct answer?
No. It's Johnny Logan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
OK, so one question each. We're totally level. Rachel, ask Kerry her next question.
What was the first name of the man who had 29 Miley Cyrus tattoos?
Oh, God.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What kind of name would somebody who'd get loads of Miley Cyrus tattoos have, if I was to guess? I feel like probably be not that interesting, so maybe like a common, boring name.
I mean, we did tell you the answer earlier.
You also told me a lot of other stuff. It's all jumbled together. Be an absolute guess. David.
OK, is that correct?
No, that is not correct. The correct answer is Carl.
Was a fucking boring name.
Was a boring.
Okay.
But not the right boring name. OK, so that's 2 wrong for you, Carrie. Rachel, to take the lead, just answer this question correctly. Carrie.
How many dollars did the founders of Aldi leave when they died?
Great question.
How many dollars?
Yeah.
OK, I'm going through my thought process. Oh, my goodness. I think I even remember this being said. The founders of Aldi, when they died, they left $500 million.
That's your answer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't even look at you. Yeah. It's
a hard game.
It's very hard.
It is.
Deceptively hard. What's the correct answer?
40 billion.
1 question each. It's level. Rachel.
In what year did David Harbour appear in the Sexiest Man Alive issue of People magazine, according to Emmy?
So it will have been when he was at the height of his fame with Stranger Things. And I think the answer for this is 2019.
You are correct. Well done.
Rachel, if you get this wrong,
Yeah.
Kerry's won £12,000 and you go away with nothing.
OK.
With £12,000, Kerry.
Who did Jimmy tell us was the star of 1970s movie Rollerball?
Oh, my God. These are very hard.
It's in there somewhere. You heard it this evening.
Right, I'm not going to rush. I don't know why the same names keep coming back to me, even though I know they're not correct.
You've got time.
Yep.
It's for £12,000. You heard it earlier.
Someone in the 70s. You know what? For old time's sake, because I don't know, I'm just going to say Tommy Cooper.
OK, so for £12,000, Kerry, tell us, was Tommy Cooper the star of Rollerball?
No, it was James Carr.
I wouldn't have got that anyway. So.
You've just won £12,000, Kerry. £12,000. I'm heartbroken for you.
I will never forget his name.
I genuinely think Rollerball would be a bigger movie had Tommy Cooper starred. You've been a fabulous contestant, and we've had a wonderful time getting to know you this evening. Thank you so much, Rachel, everyone. Thank you so much. Kerry, what are you going to do with the money, Kerry?
Foxy will be getting a little palace, for sure.
OK, so you're going to spend the money on your dog?
And some house stuff as well. I'll do some sensible things, but not all of it sensible.
Don't do too many sensible things. Have fun with it.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations. It's been wonderful meeting you. Thank you very much. Kerry, everyone.
Thank you.
Kerry, you just won £12,000. But how do you know that?
Because you literally just told me.
That's it for tonight. See you next time.
My brand new Netflix special, Natural Born Killer, is streaming now on Netflix. Available with your parents' login.